Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Camilla, and today we are watching A Few Good Men in honor of Rob Reiner. I did watch When Harry Met Sally in December, right after I had heard of the passing of Rob Reiner, but that was a decision that I made on my own. I also wanted to give my Patreon community the opportunity and the selection of another Rob Reiner movie to watch. I know he has so many popular movies. At this point, I've only seen When Harry Met Sally and The Princess Bride, so there's a lot of other ground to cover. I made a poll of some of his top, most famous, most widely loved movies, and A Few Good Men ended up winning that poll. I'm excited to see this one today. This is another movie that I was not aware of. I don't think I had even heard of until I started my reaction channel. I feel like a lot of the movies that we watch are movies that I've heard of for a long time anyway, but every now and then we watch something that for whatever reason I had never heard of it. So A Few Good Men is one of those. I've seen this poster a few times before, and for a while I had been thinking that it was just three guys in the poster. I didn't realize that the third face, the bottom face, is Demi Moore. Makes me intrigued, makes me excited. Definitely looks like some sort of military movie in some way. We also have Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson in this one, so excited for those people as well. This was written by Aaron Sorkin, of course directed by Rob Reiner, and came out in 1992. I've still just been so devastated and heartbroken knowing what happened to Rob Reiner and his wife, but I think that one of the best ways that we can honor him is appreciating his life's work. So I'm really excited to dive into A Few Good Men today. Beautiful sunrise or sunset or something. United States Naval Base, Guantanamo Bay. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? Okay, those two guys just took the guy who was sleeping. Good old marching band. A Few Good Men. Oh, we're gonna have Kevin Bacon. Noah Wiley, is that the guy who's in the pit? I haven't seen that show, but I assume it's probably the same guy. That discipline is so crazy. Oh, whoa! Whoa. These flips are so fast. Okay, this is cool. This is really cool.
Captain, I'd like to request that it be me who's the attorney, that it be I who I'm assigned. That's good. Captain, I'd like to request that I be the attorney assigned. Captain, I appreciate you seeing me on such short notice.
Would you like to sit down?
I'm fine, sir.
Have a seat.
Okay.
Just said no, but all right.
Santiago died at the base hospital approximately an hour later.
Oh?
Maintains they were trying to prevent Santiago from naming Dawson in a fence line shooting incident. Santiago was known to be a screw-up. I was thinking it sounded an awful lot like a code red.
What's code red?
Sir, I'd like to have them moved up to Washington and assigned counsel. Captain, I'd like to suggest that I be the one who is assigned to represent them myself.
All that prep just to stumble over your words. It's okay.
She's not cut out for litigation. She's a hell of an investigator, Jerry.
I know, all passion, no street smarts. Bring her back in.
All passion, no street smarts. So I guess that's gonna be a no?
Commander, we're gonna have the defendants moved up here in the morning.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll have division assign them counsel.
Not me.
I promise you, division will assign the right man for the job.
Right man for the job. Noted.
Nothing to be sorry about, Sherby. You just looked the ball into your glove.
Here he is, Tommy Tom.
Taffy! We were supposed to meet in your office 15 minutes ago to talk about the McDermott case. You're stalling on this thing. I'm gonna charge him with possession and being under the influence while on duty. You plead guilty?
$10 worth of oregano.
Yeah, well, your client thought it was marijuana. I'm gonna charge him.
With what, possession of a condiment? If you ask for jail time, I'm gonna file a motion to dismiss.
You won't get it.
I will get it. And you're gonna spend the next 3 months going blind on paperwork because a signalman second class bought and smoked a dime bag of oregano.
Is it a crime to smoke oregano?
See, misdemeanor, 15 days restricted duty.
I don't know why I'm agreeing to this.
Kathy and Demi Moore, are they both lawyers? But they're in the army? Military? A branch of the military?
Sorry I'm late.
All right, Danny, I know you don't have a good excuse, so I won't force you to come up with a bad one.
Thank you, sir.
It's baseball was his excuse.
Been requested by division.
Oh, he's getting assigned, isn't it?
A Marine corporal named Dawson illegally fires a round over the fence line and into Cuban territory. Santiago threatens to rat on Dawson, the Naval Investigative Service. Dawson and another member of his squad, Downey, go into Santiago's room, tie him up, stuff a rag down his throat, and an hour later, Santiago's dead. Attending physician says the rag was treated with some kind of toxin.
You poisoned the rag?
Not according to them. I'm going to see Lieutenant Commander Joanne Galloway.
The flight to Cuba, was that 0600 in the morning, sir?
Come on. You're joking, right? Even I know that.
Daniel Caffey, I was told to meet with,
Her.
Lieutenant Commander Galloway.
Yep. That's me. That's what my name tag says.
You're the attorney division assigned?
So it's him over me.
How long have you been in the Navy?
Going on 9 months now.
Oh, okay, so he's Navy.
And how long have you been out of law school?
A little over a year.
Okay, they are lawyers of some sort.
When I petitioned division to have counsel assigned, I was hoping I would be taken seriously.
No offense taken, in case you're wondering.
He's successfully plea bargained 44 cases in 9 months.
One more, I get a set of steak knives.
Have you ever been in a courtroom?
I once had my driver's license suspended.
That was a punch in the face. Slap in the face. What? Punch in the gut?
Downey's closest living relative is Jetty Miller. She hasn't been contacted yet. Would you like me to take care of that?
Sure, if you feel like it.
One of the people we'll be seeing down there is the barracks CO, Colonel Nathan Jessup. I assume you've heard of him.
Who hasn't?
He's been in the papers lately. He's expected to be appointed Director of Operations at National Security Council.
He wanted to be transferred off the base. No one was listening. Are you with me?
Yeah.
He seems all over the place.
We offered information about Corporal Dawson's fence line shooting in exchange for a transfer. This letter makes it look like your client had a motive to kill Santiago.
And Santiago is who?
The victim.
The guy who was killed? Yep.
I'll get them to drop the conspiracy and conduct unbecoming. 12 years.
You haven't talked to a witness or looked at a piece of paper.
Pretty impressive, huh?
Is that just because he knows the system that well, though?
My job is to make sure that you do your job. Read the letters. I'll expect a report when you return from Cuba. You're dismissed.
I always forget that part.
The Marines in Guantanamo are fanatical
About what?
about being Marines.
That's what I always hear. The military stereotype is that Marines think they're the best, or Marines are the best, or whatever. I think it's just Marine training can be the hardest.
I'm writing to inform you of my problems with my unit here in Cuba. I've fallen out on runs before for several reasons, such as feeling dizzy or nauseated. I just need to be transferred out of RSC. In exchange for my transfer off the base, I'm willing to provide you with information about
illegal fence line shooting.
Oh?
Who the hell is PFC William T. Santiago? He's written letters to everybody but Santa Claus asking for a transfer.
Jack Nicholson.
This kid broke the chain of command and ratted on a member of his unit.
Colonel, I think perhaps it would be better to hold this discussion in private.
That won't be necessary, Colonel.
I think Santiago should be transferred off the base immediately.
Is this a flashback?
But word of this letter's bound to get out. He's going to get his ass whipped.
Transfer Santiago.
It must be a flashback.
Sure, you're right. I'm sure that's the thing to do. Wait, I've got a better idea. Let's transfer the whole squad off the base. Let's transfer the whole Windward Division off the base. Get me the president on the phone. We're surrendering our position in Cuba.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute, Tom.
Tom's not questioning it.
Maybe, and I'm just spitballing
He's
here.
being sassy.
Maybe we have a responsibility as officers to train Santiago.
So they didn't take his concerns seriously.
Santiago stays where he is. We're gonna train the lad. Santiago doesn't make 4646 on his next proficiency and conduct report. And I'm going to blame you. Then
Jeez.
I'm going to kill you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Mr. Nicholson.
Matthew, I think I will have that word in private with you now.
Oh. Has Jack Nicholson ever played a, positive role or anything? I wonder.
Don't ever question my orders in front of another officer.
Jeez. Everything we've seen him in so far, The Shining and The Departed, so 2 things. That's all I've ever seen him in. I don't know. Did he ever play a likable character or a positive character or a good guy it is called A Few Good Men, so maybe he's a good man. Or maybe he's not, because there's only a few good men.
I wanted to talk to you about Corporal Dawson and Private Downey.
Those names sound like they should mean something to me. The Cuba thing, yeah, so Dawson and Downey, right.
Okay.
I was just wondering why two guys have been locked up since this morning while their lawyer's outside hitting a ball.
Oh, he hasn't gone to talk to them yet?
But I don't think you're fit to handle the defense.
You don't even know me. Ordinarily, it takes someone hours to discover I'm not fit to handle a defense.
Yeah, well, women are perceptive.
Your father's Lionel Caffey, former Navy judge advocate and Attorney General of the United States. You went to Harvard Law, then you joined the Navy. Probably because that's what your father wanted you to do. I wouldn't be doing my job if I allowed Dawson and Downey to spend any more time in prison than absolutely necessary because their attorney had predetermined the path of least resistance.
I like her.
I'm sexually aroused, Commander.
I don't think your client's murdered anyone.
What are you basing this on?
There was no intent. At 3, the doctor wasn't able to determine the cause of death. 2 hours later, he said it was poison.
Okay, sounds like there's some meddling.
It had to be Professor
maybe.
Plum in the library with candles.
We need to watch Clue at some point.
I was assigned by division, remember? Somebody over there thinks I'm a pretty good lawyer, so I think I can handle things myself.
Okay.
You know what a code red is?
I don't. Can somebody tell us?
Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
You don't have to call me sir. Is this your signature?
Sir, yes, sir.
You guys.
What's code red?
Sir, a Marine falls out of line. It's up to the men in his unit to get him back on track.
What's basic code red?
Sir, a Marine refuses to bathe on a regular basis. The men in his squad would give him a GI shower.
What's a GI shower?
Scrub brushes, Brillo pads, steel wool.
Ew, steel wool, ow.
Was the attack on Santiago code red?
Yes, sir.
The rag you stuffed in Santiago's mouth, was there poison on it?
No, sir. We were just gonna shave his head, sir. We saw blood dripping down his mouth, and that's when Lance Corporal Dawson called the ambulance.
Did anyone see you call the ambulance?
No, sir.
If Santiago didn't have anything on you, then why did you give him code red?
Because he broke the chain of command, sir.
Did you assault Santiago with the intent of killing him?
No, sir.
What was your intent?
To train him, sir. To respect the code. Unit, Corps, God, Country.
So that's the order in which things are supposed to matter? Or is it the other way? Unit, Corps, God, Country. Unit, Corps, God, Country.
The government of the United States wants to charge you two with murder. And you want me to go to the prosecutor with Unit, Corps, God, Country?
Guess that's a formal thing taught in the Marine Corps.
Harold, I think there's a concept you better start warming up to. I'm the only friend you've got.
I mean, same with the other guy, but...
Dan Caffey.
Oh, there's Kevin Bacon.
Jack Ross.
Welcome to the big time. Let's hope for Dawson and Downey's sake you practice law better than you play softball.
Oh, it's softball that he's playing, not baseball. Okay.
They plead guilty, we drop the conspiracy and the conduct unbecoming. 20 years, they're home in half that time.
I want 12.
They killed a Marine.
The rag was tested for poison. The autopsy lab reports, they all say the same thing. Maybe, maybe not.
So maybe they did everything but poison the rag and somebody else came and poisoned the rag? Maybe?
You know about code reds.
Maybe Jack Nicholson?
We off the record. I'm gonna give you the 12 years. Before you go get yourself into trouble tomorrow, Platoon Commander Lieutenant Jonathan Kendrick held a meeting with the men and specifically told them not to touch Santiago.
And then they did.
Look, I don't...
By the way, I brought Downey some comic books he was asking for.
Joe, if you ever speak to a client of mine again without my permission, I have you disbarred.
I had authorization.
You got authorization from Aunt Jenny?
I gave her a call like you asked.
Yeah, you did ask her to, because you didn't feel like doing that.
I'm going to Cuba with you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, girl.
Jack Ross came to see me today. He offered me the 12 years.
Oh, that's what you wanted, right?
Took about 45 seconds. I barely put up a fight.
Danny, take the 12 years. It's a gift.
There's something else going on here.
You know, Ross said the strangest thing to me right before I left. He said the platoon commander, Lieutenant Jonathan Kendrick, had a meeting with the men and specifically told them not to touch Santiago. I never mentioned Kendrick. I don't even know who he is. Now we're down.
Okay. I feel like I'm losing track of these names. Yeah, I'm curious about this structure of, like, lawyers within the military. So do they join the military? I know that sometimes they'll pay for your school, or a lot of the times they will. So then maybe the military sends them to law school, but then you have to serve for the military for a certain amount of time?
I had the pleasure of meeting your father once. I was a teenager. He spoke at my high school.
Lionel Caffey?
Yes, sir.
John, this man's dad once made a lot of enemies down in your neck of the woods. Folks down there said a little black girl couldn't go to an all-white school. Lionel Caffey said, well, We'll just see about that.
I understand you had a meeting with your men that afternoon.
I told the men that we had an informer among us and Private Santiago was not to be harmed in any way.
What time is that meeting?
1600.
4 o'clock.
You need to learn military time, dude. Come on. I have military time on my phone. See? Military police line do not cross. One of the shows I worked on, Will Trent is a like procedural detective cop show, and I would go through so much police line do not cross tape, just buying that all the time. And
Sam, we should make sure somebody gets this to us. Lieutenant Kendrick, may I call you John?
No, you may not.
oh, okay.
Have I done something to offend you?
No, I like all you Navy boys. Every time we gotta go someplace to fight, you fellas always give us a ride.
Yeah, that Marine pride.
Private Santiago is dead, but he is dead because he had no code. He is dead because he had no honor, and God was watching.
Okay, weird things for you to say.
If you feel there are any details that I'm missing, you should feel free to speak up.
Thank you.
He's not gonna speak up.
We agreed that for his own safety, Santiago should be transferred off the base.
No, you didn't. There's no record of that.
On the first available flight to the States, 0600 the next morning.
He's a liar. You're a big ol' liar. Oh, I don't trust any of them.
Let's go.
I'm just wondering if you've ever heard the term Code Red.
I've heard the term, yes.
Colonel, you received a cautionary memo warning that the practice of enlisted men disciplining their own wasn't to be condoned by officers.
Okay, so it's looked down upon.
I gave it its due attention. What is your point, Joe?
That your boys seem to have a pattern of using Code Red.
Do Code Red still happen on this base?
Joe, the Colonel doesn't need that answer.
Well, he's gonna lie anyway, probably.
Yeah, he really does.
You know, it just hit me. She outranks you, Danny. There is nothing on this earth sexier than a woman that you have to salute in the morning. Promote them all, I say, because this is true. So I'll just have to go on taking cold showers until they elect some gal president. You want to ask me about Code Reds on the record, I tell you I discourage the practice.
On the record.
Off the record, I tell you it is an invaluable part of close infantry training. I run my unit how I run my unit, so don't think for 1 second that you can come down here, flash a badge, and make me nervous.
While he smokes his Cuban cigar.
Colonel, I just need a copy of Santiago's transfer order.
What's that?
To have paperwork on that kind of thing. I just need it for the file.
Yep.
You believe that, don't you, Danny? That I'm here to help you in any way I can? But you have to ask me nicely.
That wasn't nice enough for you?
You see, Danny, I can deal with the bullets and the bombs and the blood. I don't want money. What I do want is for you to stand there in that girly white uniform and with your Harvard mouth extend me some friggin' courtesy.
I feel like that's the second time that it seemed like there's some like weird voiceover or ADR going on with Jack Nicholson's character.
It's not too much trouble. I'd like a copy of the transfer order.
No problem.
Yeah, he runs a strict, tight, intimidating unit. I would not want to be in it. I definitely couldn't be in it. I am not disciplined enough for him.
Yeah.
Markinson's disappeared.
What?
Colonel Markinson's gone UA. Unauthorized absence.
That's the guy with the glasses, right?
I'll try to find him in the morning.
I've already tried.
Oh?
You tried?
I'm Loudon Downey's attorney.
Oh?
Aunt Ginny. She said she feels like she's known me for years, so I suggested that she might feel more comfortable if I were directly involved with the case.
Okay. Nice.
I think Kendrick ordered the Code Red, and so do you.
Let's go.
So it would be potentially ordered by the colonel or something? Maybe that's what he said at the meeting, actually?
You heard what I said. Did Lieutenant Kendrick order you guys to give Santiago a Code Red?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
You mind telling me why the hell you never mentioned this before?
You didn't ask us, sir.
Forget you, Harold!
All right. Lieutenant Kendrick says that he gave strict instructions that nothing was to happen to Santiago. Now, is this true?
I just realized they must be cutting out expletives and stuff, since this is like through network television, the way that I'm watching this.
Man, that's correct. But then he dismissed the platoon and we all went to our rooms. Lieutenant Kendrick came to our room, man. When? About 5 minutes after the meeting broke, sir.
Okay, so it wasn't in the meeting.
Lieutenant Kendrick ordered us to give Santiago a Code Red.
And it was an order. Huh. All right, it is going back to Kendrick.
How long have you known about the order?
I didn't. Kendrick specifically told those men not to touch Santiago. And then he went into Dawson Downey's room and specifically told him to give him a code red.
And I have 23 Marines who aren't accused of murder and a lieutenant with 4 letters of commendation.
You don't think I could subpoena Markins?
You could try, but you won't find him.
Oh, that's not looking good.
Jessup Star is on the rise. Division will give me a lot of room on this one. A spare Jessup and the Corps, any embarrassment. I'll knock it all down to involuntary manslaughter, 2 years or home in 6 months.
No deal, we're going to court.
Because you'll lose. And Danny knows it.
No, there's something real fishy going on. I think we're gonna have to take this one to court. There's a lot more layers to this. We've just begun to peel the onion.
You're going home in 6 months.
I'm afraid we can't do that, sir. We did our job, and if that has consequences, then I'll accept them. But I won't say that I'm guilty, sir.
That honor, that pride, but that's good.
We have a code, sir.
Well, zippity-doo-dah. You and your code. Do what I'm telling you, you'll be home in 6 months.
Well, dude, maybe you should do your job and keep investigating.
After 6 months, we'll be dishonorably discharged, right, sir?
Probably.
Yeah, they don't want that.
What do we do then, sir? Now you're asking us to sign a piece of paper that says we have no honor. You're asking us to say we're not Marine.
I'm glad we're seeing a little bit more from them and what they actually want.
You don't like me very much, do you? Forget it, don't answer.
It doesn't matter. Because you need to be fighting for your client.
Downey worships you. He's gonna do whatever you do. Are you really gonna let this happen to him because of a code, Harold?
Do you think we were right?
I think you'd lose.
Unless there's more that you know.
You're such a coward. I can't believe they let you wear a uniform.
I don't give a damn.
Oh, that's harsh.
What happened to saluting an officer when he leaves the room?
Ooh. Not saluting you.
Dawson's gonna go to jail just to spite me. I want to get him a new lawyer. How do I do it?
Just make a motion tomorrow morning at the arraignment.
Well, that'd be pretty crappy of you.
When you ask the judge for new counsel, Danny, be sure and ask nicely.
You giving up.
I want you to stand up and make an argument.
An argument that didn't work for the Nazis at Nuremberg.
Do you really think that's the same as 2 teenage Marines executing a routine order that never believed would result in harm? These guys aren't the Nazis.
Don't look now, Danny, but you're making an argument.
Yeah. Come on, put some effort in.
Why are you so afraid to be a lawyer? Were Daddy's expectations really that high? You know they have a case. If you walk away from this now, you've sealed their fate.
Their fate was sealed the moment Santiago died.
Why are you so afraid to fight their case?
It only matters what I can prove. Don't tell me what I know and don't know. I know the law.
You know nothing about the law. You're a used car salesman, Daniel. You're nothing. Live with that.
Why doesn't he seem to want to ever question things, take it the next step, or any of that? But I hope you show up, dude.
The accused are charged with murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and conduct unbecoming a United States Marine.
Does defense wish to enter a plea?
Yeah. They're not guilty.
Okay.
We'll adjourn until 1000, 3 weeks from today.
Good. Fight for your clients.
Why does a lieutenant junior grade with 9 months experience and a track record for plea bargaining get assigned a murder case? Would it be so that it never sees the inside of a courtroom? I work out of my apartment every night, 7 o'clock.
Ooh, he's got a newfound determination.
The only thing I have to eat is Yoo-hoo and Cocoa Puffs, so if you want anything else, bring it with.
So you have those together? Yoo-hoo as the milk in the Cocoa Puffs?
So this is what a courtroom looks like.
Yeah, let's become a courtroom lawyer, okay? No more pleas, not right now. That's a really good point, though, that he said as to why they actually might have wanted to give him the case.
It doesn't matter what they knew. Any decent human being would have refused.
They're not permitted to question orders.
Yeah, they are in a really strict unit.
I've got medical reports and Chinese food. I say we eat first.
Ooh, she's prepared.
We start with intent. I don't know what made Santiago die. I don't want to. Joe talked to doctors, find out everything there is to know about lactic acidosis. From now on, Willie is Private Santiago. You start calling him Willie, and all of a sudden he's a person who's got a mother who's going to listen. My father always said a jury trial is not just about the law. It's about assigning blame. These 9 people are going to insist that someone be blamed for that. Ross is handing them our clients. We're going to hand them Kendrick. Don't flinch in front of the court members. Something doesn't go our way. Don't hang your head. Don't shift in your seat. Don't wear that perfume in court. Wrecks my concentration.
Really?
I was talking to Sam.
I love that he's so motivated now.
Danny,
I know what you're going to say. You don't have to. But you're happy that I stuck with the case. And if you've gained a certain respect for me over the last 3 weeks, well, you like me.
I won't make you sing.
I was just gonna tell you to wear magic socks tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna get creamed.
Oh, God, I hope not.
You are gonna save our son, aren't you?
I'll do my best.
Hopefully.
I'd like you to meet Jenny Miller, Alvin's aunt.
Your Aunt Jenny?
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I was expecting someone older.
So was I.
Okay. Cool. Maybe you can go on a date with Aunt Jenny when this is all said and done, if he does a good job.
Now, Lieutenant Caffey is going to try and pull off a little magic act here. He might even try to cut into a few officers for you. All the magic in the world will not have been able to divert your attention from the fact that Willie Santiago is dead and Dawson and Downey killed him.
There was no poison on the rag, and there was no intent to kill, and any attempt to prove otherwise is futile because it just ain't true.
Okay, starting from his seat.
It's because it was what they were ordered to do. If you're a Marine and you're given an order, you follow it or you pack your bags.
Someone else is really to blame.
Government calls Mr. R.C. McGuire. Mr. McGuire, did your office receive a letter from a PFC William Santiago?
We did.
What did that letter say?
That a member of Private Santiago's unit had illegally fired his weapon over the fence line. The shift reported only one sentry returned his weapon to the switch with a round of ammunition missing.
Who was that?
Lance Corporal Harold Dawson.
So why wasn't he charged with firing at the enemy without cause?
There was enough evidence to support such a charge.
You had William Santiago's letter.
Santiago was the only eyewitness. I never had the chance to interview him, so I don't know what he said.
And now we'll never know.
If Downey did shoot his gun, why?
Lieutenant Kendrick told us we had an informer in our group. That Private Santiago had gone outside the chain of command and reported to the NIS on a member of our platoon. Private Santiago betrayed a code we believe in very deeply, sir.
The code!
Well, it was clear that he didn't want us taking matters into our own hands, sir. Sir, he said Santiago wasn't to be touched.
Corporal Hammaker, are you and Dawson in Downey's barracks room 5 minutes after this meeting?
No, sir.
How are they gonna prove? Like, they don't have a witness to that private meeting, though. I feel like they need a witness for that.
3 o'clock, Stone says he doesn't know what killed Santiago. Then he meets with Jessup, and at 5 o'clock he says it was poison. The doctor's not telling the truth.
So we can't prove coercion.
But what can we prove? I mean, the guy who disappeared was the guy who questioned Jessup, so...
That lactic acid is what caused Santiago's lungs to bleed. And what caused this process to be sped up in Santiago's muscle? An ingested poison of some kind. Now, you're aware that the lab report and the coroner's report show no traces of poison. Yes, I am. Dozens of toxins which are virtually undetectable. The nature of the acidosis is the compelling factor in this issue.
Commander, is it possible for a person to have an affliction which might also speed up the process of acidosis?
That would mean that it wasn't poison, potentially.
It's possible.
Commander, if I had a coronary condition and a perfectly clean rag was placed in my mouth and the rag was accidentally pushed too far down, is it possible that my cells would continue burning sugar after the rag was taken out?
It would have to be a very serious condition.
Well, maybe that's also why he wasn't working so well in Cuba.
There would still be symptoms, though. There are hundreds of
chest pains, shortness of breath.
Yes.
Which is what he was experiencing and why he wasn't able to keep up.
Would you read your handwritten remarks at the bottom of the page?
Oh, your handwritten remarks.
Patient complains of chest pains, shortness of breath, and fatigue.
Commander, isn't it possible that Santiago had a serious coronary condition?
No. I personally give each man a thorough physical examination.
But it still is possible.
That's why it had to be poison, right, Commander? If you put a man with a serious coronary condition on duty with a clean bill of health, you'd have a lot to answer for, wouldn't you, Doctor?
That's pretty compelling.
You've held the license to practice medicine for 17 years. You're board certified in internal medicine.
Doesn't mean you're perfect.
In your expert, professional opinion, was Willie Santiago poisoned?
Yes.
Those eyes.
Strenuously object. Is that how it works? Objection overruled. No, I strenuously object. Oh.
I was thinking that sounded funny, too. Okay.
I got it on the record.
Hey, you also got the court members thinking we're afraid of the doctor. You objected once so they can hear us say he's not a criminologist. Hell, you even had the judge saying Stone was an expert.
Sam, she made a mistake. Let's not relive it.
Why do you hate them so much?
They beat up on a weakling. That's all they did. They tortured and tormented a weaker kid. They didn't like him, so they killed him.
Everybody, take the night off. Go see your wife, see your daughter, Joe. Go do whatever it is you do when you're not here.
You've never asked her anything about herself or bothered to learn.
Why do you like them so much?
Because they stand on a wall and they say nothing's gonna hurt you tonight. Not on my watch.
Don't worry about the doctor. His trial starts Monday.
They keep you safe, and somebody didn't keep them safe. The person in charge of them didn't keep them safe.
I'm sorry to bother you. I should have called first. I was wondering how you'd feel about my taking you to dinner tonight.
Oh.
Are you asking me out on a date?
No.
I've been asked out on dates before, and that's what it sounded like.
Do you like seafood? I know a good seafood place.
Okay. Date, not a date, whatever it is.
Why are you always giving me your resume?
She feels like she's got to prove herself and measure up. Yeah.
I do.
No, you don't. I think you're an exceptional lawyer. I watch the court members. They respond to you. I see you convincing them, and I think Dawson and Downey are going to end up owing their lives to you.
Okay.
I think you should prepare yourself for the fact that we're going to lose. All we have is a testimony of 2 people accused of murder.
How can we prove it then?
We'll find Markinson.
I feel like we need this missing guy. I feel like we need Markinson, right?
Have you ever received a code red?
We were doing 7-man assault drills, and my weapon slipped. That night, the guys in my squad threw a blanket over me. Took turns punching him in the arm for 5 minutes. And then they poured glue on my hands. And it worked, too, because I never dropped my weapon since.
This is dumb. That's crazy.
You got a code red because your palms were sweaty. Why didn't Santiago, this burden to his unit, ever get one?
Dawson wouldn't allow it, sir. The guys talked tough about Santiago, but they wouldn't go near him. They were too afraid of Dawson, sir.
So Dawson was friends with Santiago.
Would you turn to the chapter that deals with code reds, please?
He's gonna say that this is a fake
Well, you see,
thing.
sir, code red is a term that we use. I mean, just down at Gitmo. I don't know if it's
we're
actually...
looked at.
So you can't prove that it's a thing.
Is there no book, no manual or pamphlet that lets me know that as a Marine, one of my duties is to perform code reds?
No, sir.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what we should really be investigating. The fact that they are doing code reds and that that's a thing and it shouldn't be a thing.
Would you turn to the page in this book that says where the mess hall is?
Well, Lieutenant Caffey, that's not in the book, sir.
That was quick. Good one.
How did you know where the mess hall was if it's not in this book?
Well, I guess I just followed the crowd at chow time, sir.
Then you followed the crowd to do code reds. That was good. That was quick. Way to go, Caffey. Is he gonna be on? Oh! My God! Is that Markinson? Madison?
Oh, jeez, man!
I think it is.
Left
Yeah.
the door unlocked.
Oh, he's got info.
What do you know?
I know everything.
Was it a code red?
Yes. He was never going to be transferred off that base.
Yup.
Jessup was going to keep him on the base. He said he wanted to train.
You've got the transfer order. It's got your signature.
I signed him the morning you arrived in Cuba, 5 days after Santiago died.
I'm going to get you a deal, some kind of immunity with the prosecutor.
I don't think he wants to do that.
I don't want a deal,
Yeah.
and I don't want immunity.
Oh gosh, I'm afraid he's gonna get killed now.
Sam, when a flight takes off, there's got to be some kind of record kept, right?
Yeah, you need the tower chief's log from Gitmo.
You just concentrate on Downey. I'm going to talk to Ross and tell him where we are.
I don't think he should talk to Russ about it. Should he? He shouldn't, right? If Russ finds out that Markinson talked to him,
I have Markinson.
he might tell somebody and then they might go kill him.
Where is he? Motel room in Northeast
Okay.
with 6 federal marshals. Jessup's statement that the 6 a.m. flight was the first available as a lie. We're checking the tower chief's log. If you accuse Kendrick or Jessup of any crime without proper evidence, you can be subject to a court-martial for professional misconduct.
Now, I want you to acknowledge that the judge advocate has made you aware of the possible consequences involved in accusing a Marine officer of a felony.
I've been so advised.
You got bullied into that courtroom by the memory of a dead lawyer.
Okay, way to try to get in his head.
You're a lousy stinking softball player, Jack!
Also voiceovered for me. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize this would...
Was Dawson's promotion held up because of this last report?
I'm sure it was.
Do you recall why Dawson was given such a poor grade on this report?
I'm sure I don't.
Seems like something you would remember though.
You recall an incident involving a PFC Curtis Bell who'd been found stealing liquor from the officers' club? Did you report Private Bell to proper authorities?
The only proper authorities I am aware of are my commanding officer, Colonel Nathan R. Jessup, and the Lord our God.
So, he holds them at similar levels.
I remember thinking very highly of Private Bell, not wanting to see his record tarnished by a formal charge.
You prefer to be handled within the unit.
Yes, I most certainly did.
Lieutenant, did you order Dawson and 2 other men to make sure that Private Bell received no food or drink except water for a period of 7 days?
He was given water and vitamin supplements, and I can assure you, at no time
And no food?
was his health in danger.
You did order the denial of food.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so everything
Will this
he just
form
said.
of discipline be considered a code red?
No. That you're now questioning a Marine officer with an impeccable service record.
Okay, it doesn't always matter about the record when somebody's doing something wrong, y'all. The record.
Kendrick, was Dawson given a rating of below average on this last report because you learned he'd been sneaking food to Private Bell?
Because he had committed a crime.
The firing of the... Okay.
What crime did he commit?
He disobeyed an order.
That's committing a crime?
Lance Corporal Dawson disobeyed an order.
Wasn't a real order, was it? After all, it's peacetime. Can Dawson determine on his own which orders he's going to follow?
No, he cannot.
A lesson he learned after the Kurtis Bell incident, am I right?
I would think so.
Ah, I see where he's leading him. Good. Good job, Caffey.
If you had ordered Dawson to give Santiago a code red...
I specifically ordered those men.
Is it reasonable to think he would have disobeyed you again?
Lieutenant, don't answer that.
You don't have to, I'm through.
6 a.m. flight was the first plane out.
Let me see this.
I'm afraid that somebody like Jessup is gonna come in to visit him, though, and be allowed to visit him and then actually kill him.
What the hell are you trying to pull?
The first flight stateside left Guantanamo Bay at 2300.
Then why isn't it listed in the Tower Chief's log?
Because he probably was Jessup was able to...
He fixed the logbook?
You're not going to find anything in the Andrews logbook either.
He probably has all kinds of connections at this point.
Nathan Jessup is about to be appointed Director of Operations for the National Security Council.
Yeah.
You don't still intend to put me on the stand?
Thursday morning.
Oh, boy. Oh, gosh, or is he gonna kill himself? I hope not. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Santiago, I've done as much as I can to bring the truth to light. Your son is dead for only one reason. I wasn't strong enough to stop it. Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Andrew Markinson, United States Marine Corps.
No, I knew it. Oh, no.
A code red was ordered by my platoon commander, Lieutenant Jonathan James Kendrick.
Well, that's not great. We're kind of screwed.
How far is it from Post 39 to the Windward Barracks?
It's a hike.
Well, if you didn't make it back to the barracks until 1645, how could you be in your room at 1620? Did you ever actually hear Lieutenant Kendrick order a code red?
Well, Hal said that...
Private, did you ever actually...
No, sir.
Oh, so Hal might have lied?
Why did you go to Santiago's room?
Hal?
Private, answer the captain's question!
Yes, Captain. I was given an order by my squad leader, Lance Corporal Harold W. Dawson, and I followed it.
Uh-oh. Oh, I hope Dawson's not lying. No, I don't think Dawson is lying. That names. That guy gave him the code red order.
You know, as far as Downey was concerned, it was an order from Kendrick. It doesn't matter that he didn't hear it firsthand. He doesn't distinguish between the two.
Downey wasn't in his room. That was an important piece of information, don't you think?
Danny, it was a setback.
They are really not telling them any information unless they're asked it.
But we fix it and move on to Markinson.
Well, Markinson's
dead.
Yep.
I still think we can win. Look, we'll go to Randolph in the morning and we'll make a motion for a continuance 24 hours to subpoena Colonel Jessup.
Yeah, why isn't he testifying yet?
It's over.
Why did you ask Jessup for the transfer order? What? You wanted to see Jessup's reaction when you asked for the transfer order. You had an instinct and it was confirmed by Markinson.
What possible good could come from putting Jessup on the stand?
Everything.
Colonel Jessup, isn't it true that you ordered a code red on Santiago?
Listen, we're all a little...
I'm sorry, your time's run out. For Defense Counsel Kathy, that's right, it's a court-martial, yes!
It sounds impossible, but bro, what else are you gonna do at this point? And what is Markinson so afraid of happening, or feels like will happen if he goes on the stand? What was he so afraid of that he took his life?
Is your father proud of you?
Don't do this to yourself.
I'll bet he is. I'll bet he bores the hell out of the neighbors and the relatives. Sam's made law review. I think my father would have enjoyed seeing me graduate from law school.
Did I ever tell you I wrote a paper about your father in college? One of the best trial lawyers ever. And if I were Dawson and Downey and I had a choice, I'd choose you any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Did you put Jessup on the stand?
No.
You think my father would have?
Not in a million years. Neither Lionel Caffey nor Sam Weinberg are lead counsel for the defense in the matter of U.S. versus Dawson and Downey. What would you do?
Yeah, matters what you think would be the best tactic.
Joe, I apologize. I was angry. I'm sorry about what I said. I'm gonna put Jessup on the stand.
Love it.
And now you think you can get him to just say it?
I think he wants to say he eats breakfast 300 yards away from 4,000 Cubans that are trained to kill him.
Okay.
Put him on the defensive and lead him right where he
Yeah, honestly, yeah, let's see if you can. Although, I don't know, maybe in public, will he react the same way as he does in private? Who knows?
I need my bat. I think better with my bat. Where's my bat?
I put it in the closet.
Don't ever put that bat in the closet.
Sir, yes, sir. What'd you think of? Outgoing phone calls. Did the uniforms make him think of something? The closet? Being in the closet? Coming out of the closet? Was somebody gay? I don't know.
When you're out there today, if you feel like he's not gonna say it, don't go for it. You could get in trouble.
Hopefully this doesn't throw him off his game, though.
Not suggesting that I back off a material witness.
If you think you can't get him, yeah.
Probably is important advice and good advice, but hopefully that doesn't make him less, you know,
He's on his way.
attack dog. He needs to be an attack dog. He needs to be on the offensive, not the defensive.
Defense calls Colonel Nathan Jessup.
Cool. Hey, big dog.
You had a meeting with your two senior officers. Is that right?
Yes.
At present, Colonel Markinson is dead. Is that right? Objection! I just wasn't sure if the witness is aware that 2 days ago the colonel took his own life.
The witness is aware. The court is aware.
Okay, see, here he is with...
I ordered Markinson to have Santiago transferred off the base immediately.
No, you didn't.
The 0600 was the first flight off the base.
Nope.
No, you flew up to Washington early this morning. Is that right?
Yes.
You brought your dress uniform with you.
Yes.
Toothbrush, shaving kit, change of underwear. Your Honor!
Oh my gosh, let him speak.
Santiago's barracks room was sealed off and its contents inventoried.
Okay, this has something to do with what he was looking at.
I'm wondering why Santiago wasn't packed.
Okay, that's what he thought of in the closet. Okay.
And these are 14 letters that Santiago wrote requesting, in fact begging for a transfer. Upon hearing the news that he was finally getting his transfer, do you know how many people he called? 0.
Oh, he's doing good. He's cooking.
You were leaving for 1 day. You packed a bag and made 3 phone calls. Santiago was leaving for the rest of his life.
In theory.
And he hadn't called a soul. And he hadn't packed a thing. Can you explain that?
Nope, you can't.
Fact is, there was no transfer order. Isn't that right, Colonel?
My recommendation, sir, that Lieutenant Caffey be reprimanded for his conduct.
Object.
Overruled.
Overruled.
I'm afraid I can't speak intelligently about the travel habits of William Santiago. Are these really the questions that I was called here to answer?
Why do we need more hard evidence, too?
Please tell me that their lawyer hasn't pinned their hopes to a phone bill.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good. Don't let him tear you down. This is the moment that he feels like he shouldn't keep
Danny,
going.
I love Washington.
Excuse me. I didn't dismiss you.
Ah!
I'm not through with my examination. Sit down.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate if he would address me as Colonel or Sir. I believe I've earned it.
And the witness will address this court as Judge or Your Honor.
Yeah.
I'm quite certain I've earned it.
There we go. Give him a little sass back.
Guantanamo logged the snow flight that left at 11 p.m. and the Empress logged the snow flight that landed at 2 a.m.
Admitting evidence of a flight that never existed.
Well, we believe it did.
Because they've been altered.
Defense will be calling Airman Cecil O'Malley and Airman Anthony Rodriguez. Any chance Lieutenant Kendrick ignored the order? Any chance he forgot about it?
No.
Not in my regiment.
You ever served in an infantry unit, son? We follow orders, son. We follow orders or people die. It's that simple. Are we clear?
Crystal. Colonel, I have just one more question before I call Airman O'Malley and Airman Rodriguez. If you gave an order that Santiago wasn't to be touched,
Then why
then
was
why
he
would
touched?
Santiago be in danger? Why would it be necessary to transfer him off the base?
Ooh, contradictions.
He was being transferred.
Not what you said. You said he was being transferred because he was in grave danger.
That's correct.
You.
I know what I said. I don't have to have it read back to me like I'm...
Why the 2 orders?
Sometimes men take matters into their own hands.
No, sir. You made it clear just a moment ago that your men never take matters in their own hands.
You snotty little bastard.
Did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question.
He's gonna say no.
You want answers!
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth! I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know, that Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand a post. I did the job. Did you order the code red? You're damn right I did!
Oh, there we go. There it is. Hey, he riled him all the way up.
The witness has rights.
Look at his creepy face. Jack Nicholson.
Colonel, what's going on? I did my job. I do it again. I'm gonna get on a plane and go on back to my base.
Ooh.
What the hell is
Colonel
this?
Jessup, you have the right to remain silent. Any statement?
I'm being charged with a crime.
Yeah, and there's probably a lot of other things beneath the surface.
the eyes out of your head and puke into your dead skull. You messed with the wrong Marine.
Yikes.
You have no idea how to defend a nation. All you did was weaken a country today, Caffey. Sweet dreams, son.
Don't call me son. I'm a lawyer and an officer in the United States Navy.
And you will address me as such.
And you're under arrest, you son of a bitch.
Ooh, liked that one. Okay.
The witness is excused.
On the charge of murder, the members find the accused not guilty.
Yay.
On the charge of conspiracy to commit murder,
Not guilty.
not guilty. Yes. On the charge of conduct unbecoming a United States Marine, guilty as charged. And you are ordered to be dishonorably discharged from the Marine Corps.
No. Because if in their situation that was an order that they were given.
Colonel Jessup said he ordered the code red. What did we do wrong? We did nothing wrong. Yeah, we did.
You did it in
We
general.
were supposed to fight for people who couldn't fight for themselves.
Yeah.
We were supposed to fight for Willie.
But they were in a situation and in an environment where they couldn't go against. They felt like they couldn't. But true.
Harold, you don't need to wear a patch in your arm, man, honor.
10 hot!
Yes, sir.
There's
Sir,
an
yes, sir.
officer on deck.
So what exactly were these guys going to testify to?
That they had absolutely no recollection of anything.
I loved his little line, though. You don't need to have the patch on your arm to have honor, because that's what, they're showing these Marines as having so much pride and so much of their identity being rooted in the fact that they are Marines, and that is why they are valuable. And by gaining rank and status and this and that, they are valuable and they are worthy and they are honorable. I'm really glad that Mr. Tom Cruise, that Caffey, said that to Hal. So they needed to hear that. This is what I wanted.
You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth. That's what it is. That's like a famous line, right? Is this what it's from? I assume so. I think that, I haven't seen that many Tom Cruise movies. Beyond the Top Guns, yeah, I really don't think I've actually seen him in that many movies. But this might be my favorite Tom Cruise performance so far. I feel like we saw even more depth within him than we necessarily see in the Top Gun movies. I really liked just how much this movie and this script focused on the idea of whether or not you should be blindly following and blindly obeying orders, whether that's even something in the military or in the Marines, something as structured as this, just in other situations in life. But I loved it really interrogating that part of the military, but also the part of the military where, somebody who might be a little bit more corrupt, like when somebody like Jessup ends up gaining power the way that he runs his unit, and it is all based on blind obedience. There is no room for questioning. There can be, not even just in the military, but there can be a lot of situations like that in the workforce or in, family dynamics and stuff. And so I just really liked that focus on interrogating that idea of that blind obedience. Definitely hadn't known what code red means, and I'm assuming that's a real thing. Has probably happened in the past, but also is, just a real phrase, code red, which also is just a pretty messed up thing. I loved seeing Caffey's, Tom Cruise's growth. At the beginning, he didn't want to work that hard as a lawyer, and he didn't want to question everything, take the plea deals, and wasn't interested in looking too far beyond the surface of any of his cases, doing what was going to have to be done to get him to the next stepping stone of his life. It was sad to see Dawson and Downey, basically, it felt like almost brainwashing, With that duty, there also has to be a sense of justice, and it's sad to see those two guys not feel like they could have questioned things or say no to things. But again, I loved how even though they were going to be dishonorably discharged by the end of this movie, which does feel messed up, but at the same time, they only had that sense of duty. They didn't have any sense of justice for their fellow man, for their fellow soldier. Obviously, they weren't in an environment where they felt like they could have that or question that or anything. The movie is telling us, the script is telling us, Tom Cruise is literally telling us, you don't have to have, you know, this certain symbol or this certain rank or this certain title. You don't have to be in the Marines to have honor and dignity. That was really important, and we were seeing so much of that within this movie, of people just justifying this or that or whatever because of the status that they have, because of, you know, they've done this for X amount of years, so they've earned this. They have 10 badges on their arm. I was very happy with where the movie left off, because blind obedience is not a good thing. We can't be sheep. But I do see that this was nominated for 4 Oscars. Let's see. Nominated for Best Picture, Best Actor in a Supporting Role, Best Sound, and Best Film Editing. It is just so crazy, the breadth of work. I mean, obviously only seeing 3 of his films so far, but that Rob Reiner has done. Princess Bride and When Harry Met Sally are, they're both rom-coms, but in such different ways. And then this just being this like procedural courtroom drama movie, it was able to still have, you know, some tiny comedic moments within it. And I would guess that all of Rob Reiner's movies are gonna have some little clever, he does so far, that's the only real through line within his movies, is that he likes a little touch of comedy, at least, if not more. It's really cool just seeing how diverse his filmography is so far and the genres that he's doing, and I really can't wait to see more of his movies down the line. The other movies in that poll were Misery, Spinal Tap, and Stand By Me. I know that he has more beloved movies beyond those, so we'll definitely have to get to more, and we will be getting to more at different points along this journey, so make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss those and all of the other lovely movies that we're watching over here on my channel. And please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!